What is up, YouTube? Today, well, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit, I don't know, side quest, side talk, or whatever you want to talk about. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this. So lately I've been hearing a little bit more talk about this, and I was watching a video the other day that really kind of resonated with me. And having kids myself, this was kind of huge. Now, what we're going to talk about today is loot boxes and how they're dangerous for the youth. Now, you might be asking yourself, what do you mean? How is this dangerous? You know, what could it be? And so, if you're unfamiliar with a loot box, games, I'm trying to think of some games that have it. I want to say, I don't think Fortnite and stuff has them anymore. I think this was huge for like Star Wars Battlefront and games like those. But what it came down to was you'd invest real money. I mean, they had, I think, in-game options to buy this stuff, but you could also buy the loot boxes themselves with real money. And what this was is, if you spent the real money, you got a box that you could open up, and you have a good chance to get something rare. Oh, a big example is my son plays NBA 2K, and they have these virtual I don't know, coins that you can purchase, and then you can use them to open up packs, and then you get players. And obviously, the more money you spend on the pack, the better chance you get for an extremely rare player or more rare players. And this just made me think more about this because my son ran into this issue. He's like 7 or 8, and I think he got a PlayStation card for Christmas. So, we let him do what he wanted with it. He wanted to buy some virtual currency or whatever on his 2K game. And then, he proceeded to use, I think it was $20 to $30 on just opening packs for players. And this made me think about, too, before this was an issue when I was younger, the kind of way that they'd get you into stuff like this was trading cards. And a lot of you guys know nowadays, same thing with Pokemon cards. You get kind of that rush of opening a pack. And it's basically gambling and stuff for kids, guys. And some of you are going to say, well, that's not no big deal. You can kind of control it a little bit. But what does it lead to later on in life? Like I said, like my son was able to just drop all his money and onto some packs to open up for his players. Now, was this necessarily an extremely bad thing? No. He was able to, obviously monitor it. He doesn't have that much money, so he was only able to open a couple, and then he was done. And in the end, he was happy because he got players that he kind of wanted for his team. So, it wasn't that bad a deal. But I could see how this later on could lead. You always hear those horror stories about kids getting, on their parents' accounts or doing stuff like that and just spam buying all this stuff, not thinking nothing of it. And just, that rush that you get from opening those packs is just like one of those things that I think is just dangerous. A little bit. Now, that's not to say that it's completely dangerous. There's people out there that are able to do this. But I just want to suggest nowadays, if you guys would probably monitor your kids on this. I know I sound like a big hypocrite when it comes to stuff like this because in the past, I play a mobile game called Marvel Strike Force. And on that game, for the longest time when you first start, it's hard to unlock characters. You almost have to purchase orbs that you open up that give you character shards, which unlock your superheroes and villains and stuff like that. And yes, it was there was times when I was probably spent a little bit more money than I should have. And nowadays I don't. I'm free to play on it now, but there for a while it was like, okay, I want to unlock these players or these the new meta, the new teams out. I want to unlock these characters for that. And that's kind of the same right here with NBA. Now, I think season or so, they have almost like a battle pass or a season pass or something like that. And they have new and improved stuff on there to kind of get you to want to invest more money, and so that we can unlock the new and cool stuff. I think there was a Grinch outfit that my son was talking about. But anyways, I think this leads. Kids are very impersonal and impressionable, and they don't understand sometimes too what this can do. Now, I remember too at one time being young and investing. I got a bunch of money for my birthday, and I put way too much of it towards Pokemon cards. I got, I think, $60, and my grandma took me to a local grocery store which had them, and I just blew all my money on, like, I can't remember at the time, probably about 10 to 12 packs of Pokemon cards. Opened them all up, didn't get jack crap, and then afterwards I was so disappointed. But I just was getting that rush of, I think I started off only buying 2 packs, and I opened them, and I'm like, oh, there's got to be a good card in there somewhere. You know, there's got to be a holograph or something like that. So I bought a couple more packs. I bought a couple more packs until all my money was gone. And when my son was doing that with the virtual currency for the NBA game, it made me think about the same exact thing from back in the day, where it was like, oh man, you know, he wants, you know, Curry, or he wants a certain player, and he's just gonna drop all this money in these virtual characters and probably not even unlock them, which he didn't. He didn't get his favorite player, which in the end is probably what's kind of just really kind of sad about that. But now I'm gonna get some hate for this in the end. Probably there's gonna be some people out there that say, well, you just need to monitor your kids, not everything's addicting and blah blah blah. And it's true. I mean, if you do this stuff in moderation and can control it and just keep a general, like I said, hold on it instead of letting go. But I just monitor kind of what your kids are doing with your currency and money online. Like I said, these loot boxes, they're a joke if you ask me. And that's only from years and years of experience of making mistakes of doing it in the first place and purchasing all that stuff. But I just wanted to do this quick video today. Honestly, kind of like a filler video for some stuff but it just gave me the idea that, you know, we need to monitor a little bit more of this. And honestly, we need to stop putting so much money into stuff like this, because it just kind of really just pushes the live, what do I want to say, the live play or the live subscriptions or whatever of these games, where they strive on providing a free game, but is it really free? Because I mean, look at Fortnite and now Marvel Rivals. Those games are free to play, but that's what they do. They get you hooked into playing them, and then if you want to have a cool new skin or unlock a cool new, like, whatever tag and stuff like that, you have to spend real money. And then every month they unleash something new and improved, and you're like, oh, I gotta have the new thing, I gotta look cool. Same with like freaking Call of Duty, was it Warfare or whatever? Or, I don't remember what the one was called, where it's just a big sandbox one where you just drop in and kill each other. But yeah, I mean, that's what they do, and a lot of times it starts from when you're young. That's how they get you. Like, I mean, same with Roblox and some of those other ones. Yeah, it's free to play, but if you want to look cool or have cool stuff, you got to spend real money. And a lot of times that's what kids will do. I mean, I've rewarded my son before by doing chores, and I was like, if you get all these chores done, I'll get you 5 Roblox or whatever. And of course, he was very motivated to do it then, but it was just kind of too, it's just like, yeah, you know, it's just one of those things. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have ever, like, felt like this. And what is your opinion on loot boxes? Do you think it's fine? I know that in the terms and conditions of a lot of stuff, they will tell you that I think you have to be of a certain age to purchase them, but obviously we all know how terms and conditions go. And, you know, I just like to say that I know a lot of parents out there monitor, like, we closely monitor what our kids play. And I know a lot of people out there too, but if you don't monitor, sometimes you guys need to just take a look every once in a while, make sure that they're not doing stuff they shouldn't be doing on those things, especially with how the world is today. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, stay retro, my friends, and we'll see you in the next video. God bless. Don't be buying those loot boxes.